Good morning. It's today, Friday, the 29th of January 2021. Feeling fairly relaxed today because I feel like I absolutely achieved a lot in the last few days. If you're new around here, I do videos about my eBay reselling business, which obviously for a lot of us is suffering with lockdown. Yeah, it is a bit frustrating, and I am feeling it because it's just the same four walls, and you can't have that break going outsourcing. And I'm also finding it because typical that they're doing some kind of like cycle lane path on the main road. So we've got coalasses and lorries and diggers and dumper trucks flying up and down the road every 20 minutes. So the moment I start filming, that happens. Yeah. I'm finding that because I'm not outsourcing and I'm not bringing in new stock, I was on a quite constant rotation, and at least listing 10 fresh items a day, if not 20 to 30 a day, and getting decent things in, and just feeling like there was a bit of a fire lit under my bum and just feeling motivated. So as I said yesterday, I was doing a ending and relisting sell similar, all my stock, and in the process doing a stock take, and I didn't think I was going to get the dresses done, but I have. So I have done 11 boxes in the last 3 days, and I'm really pleased. It's about 400 items, if not 450. I've got 600 items in my store at the moment, so I think I've done really well. And I was probably burning a bit of the midnight oil, but I did finish at 10:30 last night, and I ended and relisted everything. I've just got to the boxes are tidy. You see, that's the other thing, is that now my boxes are tidy and they close, and I've moved a few things around, and it's made the world of a difference. And I'm really pleased that I've actually done that. And I suppose now I can go back to what I was doing, but I'm still very paranoid about running out of work. But I must take that mindset away, because none of us know when lockdown's going to end. And last night, I must have slept well, because I had this ridiculous dream, and my husband left at like 5. It was probably about 5:30 when he just said, "Oh, I'm going now." And I'd woken up from this dream that I, for some reason, was working as part of a Conservative government. Well, I worked in Parliament, but I was in that room that isn't part of lockdown, the bar that's open. And Michael Gove was there, and he got his knob out, and he was, and then I kept running. All these members of the Conservative Party saw that I was a woman, and then just got their knob out, and that was the way that they did things, and they sort of wanted to see my tits, and I was just like, oh, yeah, no, I work here. This isn't part of it. And they're like, no, this is how the Conservative Party works. You're a woman, you show us your tits, we show you our knob here. So I woke up from this dream of Michael Gove getting his knob out. That shopping with Sophie's bloody fault, because she said something about Michael Gove on a private message, so I'm going to blame her. That's for somebody over on Instagram. Geez. I don't know. I'm sure we're all having wild dreams, and it's nothing to do with lockdown. I just have stupid dreams a lot of the time, and that's probably to do with my attitude about work, because I've worked in the construction industry, and as a woman I needed to get my knob out. I needed to grow one, which is why I don't work in the construction industry anymore, and why I didn't fit in, because I failed to grow the knob. So this is what I do now. This is reselling. And I'll show you what I've sold. It's not a huge amount, and I should have checked exactly what I sold things for. So I've sold this mug. It's frozen proper Disney store one. I've had this on for quite a while. I've got $11.99 for that, which I think I picked this up for 10p. No, 30p. I'm fairly sure it was the one at the bottom of the road. And then I've got some dregs that I've sold through. This is just a dress. It is pure silk. It's Kukai. And obviously, you know, there's all these people who want to wear vintage and all these other things, but Kukai was like one of these things like Benetton, which was huge in the 90s, that ain't so huge now. And then the other thing I got, this is something that I got for like 50p, if that, and that's Jigsaw. This was from a car boot sale, not last year because they didn't have the car boot sale in Moss Side. They didn't have it last year, so I got that the previous year because I did have a fair amount of stuff which I had stockpiled, hence why I don't have to pay any tax this year, because I reported a loss because of the amount of stock that I'd bought. So the Jigsaw top I got $2.99 for because it's been hanging around for that long, and that was just an auction thing. These are my trial things from when I first thought, let's see if I can do reselling. And these are my fail items. And the Kukai dress is $4.99. I think I would have picked that up for $3. So they're fails. Don't pick them up. But it's nice to be able to get rid of some of the dross. I have been selling off a lot of dross. But I think sometimes things, their time comes to sell anyway, so it's not necessarily dross. Okay, right, I'll show you where I've got to with the state of the living room, which I'm quite pleased about. It is a bit chaotic still in the living room, but obviously these are all the ones that I've ended and relisted. So these are just the dresses, and the same with them. So they're long sleeves, they're short sleeves. And then these I'm going to try and wash again because they've got a random stain on them, and I'm going to see if I can get it out before. It's only this, so I'm going to see if I can get that out before spring and summer starts. And then I've got these things are on auction, so I just need to go on the scheduled because they've run their course and then they're redoing again, or they're live. So I've just got to go in there and put the comment in about import tax, and just check the postage. And obviously you can see that I have got stuff piled up that I haven't done, that I've deferred. Those bloody videos, I don't know why I didn't weigh them before I photographed them, because obviously they were 6 kilograms, so I didn't do them. And then I've got a pile of stuff here, which I was doing until I thought, right, it's more, I'll get more done and more potentially organised if I hit these relisting things. And then this is all the stuff which I'm going to do today. I'm absolutely gobsmacked. This used to be full of mugs, and I never realised just how many I've actually sold through. So I'm ending and relisting these today, and these, and the stuffed toys. And then if I can move on to the other bric-a-brac bits, it just means that I'm on top of everything with what I've got. And then if I use things as a template, it means that I'm not using a template which is wrong. So that's what I'm doing. Yeah, I'm really pleased with this. I can't believe I've only got a few mugs left. And I mean, obviously these ones, and I've got this guy in here somewhere. Where's he gone? Here we are. Now obviously this, I've got to be able to sell this for Easter. This set, it really should be able to sell. I only had it on for $9.99 as well, but for some reason Mr. Cadbury's parrot isn't the draw that I was hoping that he would be. So I'm still yet to put all this, relist all these things. I've ended them, but I'm just gradually going through them. I have done a number of things. I've decided to put these two on together because I had so many mugs at one point I didn't even realise that I had these two, which were exactly the same size and really similar. Both made in England, but not. This one doesn't say Staffordshire, but it's got a slight ding on it. So this one could do with having a partner. Anyway, so those two are going to go on together. Yeah, I'm quite happy with where I am with everything. One of the things that's making me most happy is if I go on the landing page. Sorry, you're seeing the dust, which I can never get rid of. This is what's making me really happy. I only have 13 recommended item specifics, and I think some of them are gradings on books which are comics, so it thinks it's a comic but it isn't. So let's have a look. I don't think there's too much. I've literally just done them, so they didn't have any in them. I have no idea. It's just making it up now. I'd fucking done this. Right, so what's it saying I'm missing now? Bundle description. I'm going to put fuck all. Jesus. Why would it even think it's a bundle? Oh, I don't know. Right, so I'm going to get rid of these bloody item specific things that you're suggesting. It's driving me absolutely up the bloody wall. Okay, yeah, so I've actually got an empty chair, which is nice. Oh yes, I'll show you the room is looking good, fairly free. So that's the bits I got in Sainsbury's, which I'll show you next week. I haven't even put them on my spreadsheet yet. Yeah, so I'm fairly happy with that. I've been through and done that box as well, so ended and relisted all the bric-a-brac that's in there. So I've done a full stock take, except for this. So I'll do that over the weekend, I think, because it'll just be something easy to do to keep my account active. So yeah, very happy. The main thing that I'm going to be doing though, when I went down because I could hear loads of crashing around, and Parcel Force had just abandoned this in the public area, which was very kind of them. So I have in here, I don't think it's complete, but it's this, more or less the pieces for this. And then there was this box, and all it was showing was it was a box. So I didn't even realise just how big it was. So I'm really pleased with what I've got in here, because this is looking like it's going to be largely really decent vintage Lego, but it's also got loads. I mean, it's got some right random stuff in it as well, which I don't, is this Playmobil? I don't know, because the feet look very similar to Playmobil, but it doesn't say Gerber on them. But there is lots of Playmobil, and I've got some Playmobil figures that haven't sold, so at least I'll be able to add to them with the stuff that is very clearly Playmobil. So yeah, I'm not too worried about the fact that I've got that. I mean, it's got this, and I've just sold a set of this that was incomplete. So these, I mean, you wouldn't have this now, but these red ones are rare 1970s ones. I'm sure this had a face on it. I'm sure it wasn't like some faceless weird thing. Yeah, got a face on it, and dirty. So this is supposed to have this thing here on it. Not the best situation. I don't know why it's like, it seems to be too big for it. But anyway, these are supposed to be Red Indians. So if there's more of these in there, I sold this set just recently, incomplete, for 20 quid. So obviously I've got all my random stuff in here. It's got the obligatory pencil is in here. There's various things from when we used to be allowed to have plastic toys in our cereal. This, if I can find the head, will probably be worth a decent amount of money. I have checked, and it does say Lego on the bottom. But the last dinosaur that I sold, that I got £15 for it, just the dinosaur on its own. But yeah, very pleased with this. I'm going to be chucking this in the bath. Just waiting for the parade of knobheads to finish taking their diggers and things off because it's the right bracket. It's funny because I don't remember the toolbox talk when I worked in construction about driving along a road and making sure that you have your phone in your lap while you're on your digger, checking your text messages. But there you go. I mean, I don't drive plant machinery. So I've still got this one I've got to wash, but I've done the rest of it and I've put it in the bleach in the bath, and it's all here and I'm quite pleased. Right, my husband's back interjecting. It's that time of day. So yeah, pretty pleased with this. You've got to have a bit of a strong stomach to do this, and I've gone through the box carefully because lots of bits that really don't need to be in there, and that stuff that starts decaying. So if you miss a bit of the whatever it is, like slime or something, so I've got tumbling monkey spares. I've definitely got some decent bits in here. I can't lay my hands on any now. I mean, I shouldn't have my hands in here really. It is bleach. I'm going to have to run some more water into it. Not quite sure what half this is. Because it's a mixture of modern and vintage. Because I'm very familiar with the vintage stuff. I've definitely got some castle thing in here. Yeah, this was at the bottom, so I know that dates from like about end of the 90s, and then I've got various bits here. One of the reasons I try and go through things carefully is because of these things. So these are quite rare to find one working. This one ain't going to be working. I mean, look at that. But that might. There's probably a few of them that have gone in which have missed, even though it is just conductive metal, which is a shame. So yeah, I've got them. I could put them in for a little wash because they are backed paper. I need to find a towel because we've thrown away the old towel. So I need to get another towel. Yeah, so you've got to have a strong stomach if you want to do this. But I'm fairly pleased with this. This is the best type of job lot. This is the job lot that you want to find, because this is obviously one where mum has just gone into the child's room and just said, right, you're getting rid of this now, you're too old for this, and doesn't realise the value of it. That's definitely from the early 90s, that one. Yeah, so very happy. Going to see what I have at a later point, but this will be what I'm doing this weekend, sorting through this. I found a towel that was definitely ready to be demoted, so that's why we shop for new towels. Right, okay, quest is on. I'm gonna have a quick cup of coffee and finish listing all the stuff which is in the middle of the room, because like I said, my husband is back and you know, there's a ridiculous amount of stuff just sat in the middle of the living room, and we're gonna have a weekend. I'm probably not going to do anything much this weekend other than sort through that Lego, which I deem as a bit of a leisure activity. As does Simon. Definitely a leisure activity for Simon and Ziggy. It's good to have not grown up, you know. At least you don't have to homeschool these guys. Yeah, so I picked some of them up when I went to the drop off the post, and yeah, that's it for me. I'll show you on Monday where I've got to with that Lego. Hopefully it's going to be something decent. I know it's probably not going to be full sets, but it's quite easy sometimes to get these pieces together. So yeah, I'm quite pleased with that. I keep forgetting to check how much I paid for it. I'm sure I only paid £20 for all that, and that was including the postage, and the postage was like 15 or something like that. I'll put it here, what it actually cost. Right, okay. So thanks for watching, and I'll be back again on Monday with more of the madness. If you'd like to subscribe, that would be really nice. If you'd like to put a thumbs up, apparently that does something. I don't know. Let's use the word algorithm. Right, have a good weekend, and thank you for watching, and goodbye. And goodbye from him. Oh.